Hello. Today I will be discussing the Singletary Center for the Arts request for a Bluegrass Community Foundation BGCF 365 grant for the amount of $10,000. We will first discuss the community's need for the Singletary Center and how the center meets those needs. Then we will discuss background information, our annual budget, and how the BGCF 365 grant will help the Singletary Center become more financially independent from the College of Fine Arts without increasing its ticket prices for its Lexington area community members. The Singletary Center for the Arts mission states that the Singletary Center is a part of the College of Fine Arts and essential to the UK School of Music. The center presents and hosts artistic, cultural, and educational events for the university community, Lexington community, and the Commonwealth of Kentucky. With this mission statement in mind, it should be known that the Singletary Center represents a fine arts institution not only serving the University of Kentucky, but also the Lexington area community and the greater Lexington community. As one of the only performing arts centers of its kind in the area, it is the responsibility of the Singletary Center to provide quality programming to the people of the greater Lexington area, as it has been doing for over 40 years. In order to sustain the quality of its programming, as well as meet the needs of the students of the University of Kentucky, the Singletary Center is obliged to increase its emphasis on programming for the Signature Series. The Signature Series is the Singletary Center's premier concert series, known for attracting big names in classical, jazz, and world music. In order to continue meeting the needs of the greater Lexington area, the Signature Series must continue to diversify its programming. The Singletary Center was founded in 1979 and later named after Dr. Otis A. Singletary, the beloved 8th president of the University of Kentucky and a patron of the arts. From its founding until 2005, the Singletary Center was directed by Holly Salisbury. Salisbury brought special programming to the center, believing that the arts were a beacon of enlightenment to the UK campus, the city of Lexington, and the Commonwealth of Kentucky. In her honor, the Singletary Center will continue her legacy by bringing diverse arts performances to the area. Hosting an average of 400 events annually, the Singletary Center has served over 3.7 million patrons in its history. The center provides a professional, full-service venue for the creation, practical application, and dissemination of artistic, cultural, and educational expressions by international, national, regional, university, and student performers, artists, and speakers. The Singletary Center makes most of its revenue in ticket sales, and whatever overhead this does not cover is made up by the University of Kentucky College of Fine Arts. Our annual revenue last year was $123,792, but our annual expenses were $223,344, leaving a deficit of $99,552. This deficit comes in part from student events, such as doctoral recitals and ensemble concerts, which come with a fee paid by the performer, but rarely charge for seating. Part of this deficit can also be attributed to the Signature Series. While Signature Series events have excellent turnout and healthy ticket sales, some of the artists that Singletary hosts may have high performance rates, which may not be covered by ticket revenue. I have selected the Bluegrass Community Foundation for our grant application because they have supported artistic causes in the past, and because the giving amount for the BGCF 365 grant is $10,000, which will help alleviate the cost of Singletary's budget deficit. In the past, the Bluegrass Community Foundation has awarded the BGFC 365 grant to the Living Arts and Science Center, the Allegro Dance Project, Lex Arts, the Lyric Theater, and other fine arts venues similar to the Singletary Center. Because of this demonstrable support for artistic endeavors, it is reasonable to assume that the Singletary Center might find support from them in the future. Should the Singletary Center receive a BGCF 365 grant, it will be used solely for the Signature Series, a concert series designed specifically with the Lexington area community in mind. Since the Bluegrass Community Foundation's mission is to support nonprofit organizations who better the Fayette County community, this would provide a direct way to support that community. Using the logic model, we can develop a successful method of evaluation. Our inputs in this model are the Singletary staff, musical ensembles or performers, funding, and patronage. Our activities are, of course, the Signature Series events and concerts. Our outputs are the Signature Series patrons enjoying our concert programming and learning from it. Our desired outcomes are that patrons feel pleased with the performances and desire to come again. We want them to feel more cultured and entertained after our events. Singletary patrons will attend more than one event in the future and will benefit from their broadened cultural horizons. They will become more open-minded, cultured, and fulfilled by live performances. They will also tell their friends about how they enjoyed our events, resulting in more Lexington area community members attending Singletary Fine Arts events. The best method for evaluating whether we have achieved our desired outcome is survey tools. Questions on surveys can focus around issues of patron experience, such as, did you find the concert hall seating to be comfortable? And please rate your enjoyment of this performance on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being worst and 5 being best. Through statistical analysis via apps like SurveyMonkey, the results of these questions can be compiled and analyzed. Any areas where our ratings are lower, for example, the bathroom lines being too long at intermission, we can work to do better next time. The Singletary Center for the Arts has already been in operation for over 40 years, so our sustainability plan is relatively concrete. Between our ticket pricing levels, revenue often covers between 20 to 40% of Singletary's overhead at each event. The remainder is made up with College of Fine Arts funds and Singletary-specific funds, which are raised through grants or private donations. The Singletary Development Fund, a type of fund campaign, is a fund managed by the College of Fine Arts. This fund can be donated to by one-time private donations or other large private or corporate funds. Its express purpose is to help improve the patron experience, to present artistically exciting works, and to provide quality educational experiences for students. Support from this fund is typically allocated to building updates, such as new carpets, LED lighting systems, and new seating in the 2 concert halls. This fund is not typically used for the day-to-day overhead that Singletary needs for its events. The last thing we want to do is increase our ticket pricing, thus making tickets less accessible to our Lexington area community members. With the help of a BGCF 365 grant, the Singletary Center could gradually move away from using the College of Fine Arts as financial support and seek to be more financially independent. After a kickstart from this grant, the Singletary Center can set yearly goals for its own fundraising, using the Singletary Development Fund more and more each year, until we no longer need the financial help of the Bluegrass Community Foundation. Thank you.